Another capability that we ship with is the form builder. This allows us to build forms which will be displayed and managed by the staff without coding work. So if we choose our story in this case, so we had the Symphony 2019 event, and let's say we have the 2020 event. It has already been announced where this event will be located in, but we want to maybe have a raffle on the tickets. So if we want to attach a form to this article, we will use the content repository first to create a new form. So I click on the Forms tab, and then on the top here, I will create a new form. And I will select this title, copy this title, so that we have the SymphonyCon 2020 ticket raffle form. I'll also copy this text, which would be saying something along the lines or introducing the raffle. Then for the form itself, we have a field type which contains the form. So I'll click this one. So let's add, first of all, if you want to take part, you should define a name. You have some additional functionalities that you can put here, whether something is required or not, and how it should validate. Then let's put an email field, so your email, so we can contact you. And then finally, let's put a radio event or field, sorry. And here for the field, we'll call this SymphonyCon 2020 location. And let's add here some cities or locations. And let's add a third one, for example, Warsaw. So we have these four options now. So we have the name, email, and then the selection itself. What we still need to do in addition is to define a button. So this button allows you to make the form interactive and do something. Send your best, and send your guess if it's not knowledge. So here you can have a few different messages. You can show a message, show a content item from the repository, or possibly redirect to a different URL. In this case, we will want to show a message. Thank you for your participation. We will let you know if Lady Luck favored you. You could also define notification emails if you want. So here now we have our form built, and I will publish it. Note that this is not directly available through any URL on the site because it's living outside of the site root. But here you can see what the form would look like. You could, of course, publish this form directly on the front page or by moving it or adding a location. But in this case, because what we wanted to do was to make it available and related very closely to the blog post about the SymphonyCon 2019, I will navigate the content structure. Then I will head over to not the places and taste, but the greetings from SymphonyCon. Of course, I could use the page view as well. But then here I will click edit. And one notable thing about our rich text field is that inside the rich text field, as you could remember, there are related items. Every content item is something that you can define relationships to, even within the content, rich content area. So I'll add a new embed using this tab. I will select it from the forms. We have two forms here. This is the one we just created. I'll click confirm. And now we have a relationship between these two, or the form is embedded here. I will click publish. And here you can see we have a rough view already here. You can see there's also a relationship. So there's now a relationship to the image that we uploaded and then to the form. And on the front end, it will look hopefully something that you can submit. So here we can, for example, Mark Michaels, example.com. He thinks that it will be in Warsaw, and I will send my guess. And then we get the thank you message here by default in this format. So we have now one entry, and how you can see the entries are in the forms section. So if I click here, I can get the forms and ticket, raffle, form, and then submissions. And you can see here we have the entry from our fictitious character Mark Michaels.